13 personal essential qualities of successful life. Today, I'm going to read an article about Mark Lynch, featured life balance and personal development authors, and I want to share that by reading out loud to you. There are a few personal qualities and traits we can all strive to embody to bring more success into our lives. We have to we have to slowly build these traits over time, like a slow growing beautiful flower. These successful traits and personal qualities truly are shared by people from all areas of life, and they aren't something that you just stumble onto, and they don't just happen by chance or luck. They come from small habitual changes we make throughout the life, one step or one day at a time. The key lessons here is this. If you live an average lifestyle, don't be surprised when you only get average. If you want something more, you need to get out there and earn it. Striving to step out your door as your best self every day is a great way to point yourself in the right direction. The better you perform every day, the more success will find its way back to you. Here are some personal qualities, traits, and attributes that cultivate success in our daily life. Resilience is the key. Number one, resilience. All of us at some point in our lives are going to be knocked down. Maybe you saw it coming, maybe you didn't. But what is important is that you develop the ability to get back up. Resilience will help you going through difficult times and help you bounce it back when people try to push you down. When lack resiliency, we run from our problems, avoid admitting mistakes, and shy away from growth. This robs us of chances to develop into someone truly amazing. Number two is the drive. You need to be willing to work hard to get to the top of any ladder. That goes without a question. You need that drive to remain disciplined when going get tough. You need to understand your why. Why are you striving to accomplish this goal? What are you going to gain from it? These are the things that has to clear on your head to help you understand why join the conversations in the future with us. In this intensive sessions, you will learn how to dig deep into your inner drive and build yourself and sustain the motivation engine. The clearer you can be on why you are doing things, the more driven you will remain through the difficulties and challenging times that you will be inevitably face on your journey. Self reliability is number three. You can depend on yourself. You can depend on yourself. How many times you hold yourselves and you're going to get something done in a particular day or in a week or in a month, only to either forget about it or push it until the later date. Have the strength, shoulder this responsibility, then hold yourself accountable. You need to be able to remain accountable when it comes to your goals or values. Understanding where your strengths and weaknesses are and act accordingly is a great way to start living in a successful life. Number four is patience. This is probably one of the most difficult personal qualities on this list to develop. Very little in the life happens overnight. We use the term overnight success to describe people who become successful almost instantaneously instan- instantaneously. However, we often don't see that what looks like overnight success to us was likely years or even decades in the making for the individual. To achieve true success and happiness in your life, you need to cultivate patience. Only through patience will you gain clarity required to overcome the problem that you face in life. Without patience, you will likely succumb to the shiny object syndrome, where you chase around the next big thing continuously, but never stick with anything long enough to reach your goals. Yeah, courage. Far I see people fail to reach their potential because they are afraid. They aren't afraid of growth, but they're afraid of taking the risk that they might fail at something, especially when it is in the public, workplace, or on social media. This fear prevents them from truly committing to and achieving their goals. So when you find yourself fearing failure, and remember this phrase, fail forward. So if you fail forward. So the most successful people in the world have continuously said that failing and learning from those failures is a key to success. So stop fearing that could go wrong and begin focusing on what could go right. Commitment is key. If you have never heard this phrase, commit to memory, commit commit it to memory. So when you commit your goals, there is another level of determination that your mind develops, and reaching goals becomes that much easier. If you aren't committed, chances are you will lose focus. Be realistic, but find that balance so that you can commit to the goal you feel you can attain over time through true dedication and commitment. Willpower. Where there is a will, there is a way. That's the saying, isn't it? So this is the ability to see things through to the end. Yeah, a willingness to find solution and work through the problems and challenges you face along the way. If you cannot work through your problems, it is likely that you won't get very far, very fast. So the most successful people in the world are often people who are also the best problem solvers. So these are the people who can work through the challenges that impede their efforts and progress. These people overcome hardships instead of just quitting and moving on. Passion. You need that fire burning inside you that continually pushes you towards your goal. This one is the most important personal qualities. You need passion when you do something. Passion motivates you to make on the next challenge because you know what is on the other side of the world. Success so often follows passion. That is the most essential part of the question. So sometimes passion isn't always easy to come by. You have to try a few different things before you find something that really gets you going. When you have found it, you will know. You will know because you will be excited each and every day to deal with the problem and the challenge that face as a result of the passion. So when you feel a passion for something, it will make you want to improve and become a better person each and every day. Connection. This trait is very, very underrated in modern world. People lack true connections. We hop online, onto social media, talk to people through our phones, hopes that's enough. However, humans are social beings by nature. Everyone should take the time to find people with a similar values. When you find these people, you have a similar goals and values, you can support each other through your individual struggle and invest in the relationship. Integrity. Number 10. Integrity is the integral to any life of true purpose, meaning, and success. If you don't have your integrity, living and honesty, successful life may be difficult. Practice this attribute daily. The best way to cultivate integrity in your real life is by being honest, open, transparent in everything that what you do. So through actions like this, we define our true character, and that character defines who we are and who we eventually develop onto into. Optimism. Optimism, the glass half full mentality is incredibly important. If you are optimistic about your ability to take on challenges and achieve success, you will be more likely to positively approach difficult situations. This will help you keep an open mind and find effective solutions. If you approach a problem with a closed mind, finding solutions will likely to take longer and involve less creativity. If you have got a problem and try to force a solution onto the situation rigidly, you will likely struggle. Remain open and optimism. Be careful though, because optimism can be taken too far. If you have a blind faith in your ability or someone else, you may end up putting yourself in a difficult situation. Be optimistic, but sprinkle in a little bit of realism as well. Self confidence. You need to have faith in your abilities. You need to believe that you have what it takes to achieve your goals. Be realistic about how you are and have confidence that you are going to use your unique personal qualities to find success. Creating a support system around you will also help with your self confidence. When you stumble, you will have the right people around you to help you push through and remind you who you are. Overall, you need to trust yourself. It truly is that people to be successful. You first need to believe you have what it takes to get there, and if you don't, you may not take actions to move forward and invest yourself fully. However, if you don't have this type of self-confidence at this moment, don't worry. Remember, we don't all have all these qualities naturally. The goal is to pick some personal qualities to cultivate over time. You gain these confidence if you work at it. Communication is a key. Number 13. That's the last one. Communication is essential trait for any successful person should have their arsenal. If you cannot communicate with people, chances are that you will struggle to relate to them. This will make more difficult to solve problems when they arise between you and someone else. If you cannot communicate, you may also struggle to establish and maintain true connections with other important people in your life. Communication is not just about hearing what someone is saying, it is also about hearing what they are not saying or responding appropriately. So, when the proper methods of communication are, remember what I said just now? Communication is not just about hearing what someone is saying, it is also about hearing what they are not saying and what they are not responding appropriately. So when the proper methods of communication are established between two people, respect and trust follow nearly 100% of the time. This is why communication is so important, as it allows you to understand someone else at a deeper level and form a true connection. Learn more effective communication in time. Final thoughts before I finished today's session. All of the above personal qualities can help you develop success in life. If you don't have some of these right now, don't worry, while some will come more naturally than others. Each of these personal qualities can be developed through mindful practice. Remember, nobody ever plans to be average. Average happens when you fail to strive for something more, when you fail to apply yourself and your skill to become something more. So begin today. Identify where your goal are and what steps, skills, personal qualities will get you from where you are now and where you want to be. Okay, so develop the mindset for success and reach to the next level. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Raju Nupane from Life Changing Assets Limited. Thank you. Bye bye.